Another point for contention for a balanced budget amendment is obviously the concept of exceptions, such as spending for in times of war, national security, natural disasters, and other emergencies. Mr. Couchman, one of my concerns is how those exceptions will be defined and implemented. Do you see that there could be potential abuses, both by Congress as well as the White House, by declaring national emergencies to circumvent any kind of budget constraints that we may adopt with a balanced budget amendment?
Eternal vigilance is the price of liberty. And so Congress can't be content to simply pass a BBA and assume that it will fix all the problems. I once believed that. I was naive and young. And I now believe there has to be a robust suite of statutory mechanisms to help Congress exercise its legislative powers in order to check and balance itself, but also the White House, and in some cases, perhaps the judiciary. One other quick note about balanced budget amendment design. It is critical to avoid annual balance because tying your revenue and spending together so closely when revenue is so volatile will create all kinds of problems. In fact, the way that Mr. Duke described, but there are other BBAs that don't have that problem and also don't rely on defining spending as outlays, which is when money leaves the federal government. If you define it in a general term, you can, through implementing legislation, avoid all the problems that Mr. Duke talked about with respect to business cycles and automatic stabilizers.
And have you identified those and written them down?
Yes, ma'am, and they have, a big piece of that has been introduced as legislation by Representative Tom Emmer and then Senator Mike Braun.
Thank you. I yield back.